The following announcement has been paid for by the Major World Order. Major World Order.
Hello and welcome to the Major World Order YouTube channel. I am your host, Billy Walter Peck, and as you can see, I am in my Christmas jammies because on a late Monday night, it feels like Christmas morning because I am about to unbox Matt Cardona and Brian Myers action figures. Where should I start? Let's go ahead and go right here. We've got my dog with a run-in, Chloe. What do you think? What do you think of these, huh? We've got, no one wants to see your butt, Last Action Hero, Matt Cardona figure, Brian Myers from James Bond Jr., the figures that they used when they were little kids. So here you go. Matt Cardona, Brian Myers. I think this is the one Brian used. He doesn't talk about it nearly as much as Matt, so if I'm mistaken here, oh well. But I think this is it. And yeah, I think they're both good little representations of what Matt and Brian would be as children. But these are not the figures that we're here to talk about. We are here to talk about the new Super 7 figures, and I am pumped. Now, I have already looked at these, you know, like with the boxes off. I have not opened them, but I'm about to, because I've never ever held Super 7 figures in my hand, so I don't know what the figures are like in general, so I'm quite excited. Now, the box art, all that, it's amazing. If you're a fan, there's been tons of videos or pictures or whatever about it. And I'm going to say this, if you want some really great detailed looks into everything about these figures, I would suggest going to Kyle Peterson's YouTube page, and I will make sure to link that up. But there's the Brian Myers, Matt Cardona with his belt, and man, the packaging is just incredible. So yeah, probably do that thing where you speed it up. Okay, they're open. I started to do the fast forward thing, but it was taking far too long. So just do the cut thing, and here they are. One of these days I'll get the camera figured out. This is straight out of the package, me not messing with anything other than feeling them. This is the first time I've ever held Super 7 figures. So to get a little more of a close-up on these, figured I'd move the camera. Wow. A lot of this is gonna be just me looking down at these figures. I am gonna have to look it up. This might be the first thing I notice is, I think it's not that bad, but if you see the design, the paint splatter on this knee pad, it just kind of stops. I'm not sure if it's supposed to go around the whole way. I'll have to, my guess is it probably does, so I wonder if it is missing a little bit of that paint application. Look, I'm not trying to do like full critique videos here or anything. You're just kind of getting my reaction to just admiring what's going on with these figures. And, you know, that's one of the first things I noticed. So like I said, you might get a few moments of me just looking down at them. Overall, and I was looking at just the figures in general. Wow. When I first got them, I was just looking at them through the packaging and was quite impressed with them. It's a lot like holding a Mattel figure, I suppose. You know, just with a lot more attention to detail. Joints are all moving pretty well. Nothing seems too loose. The waist it's a little tight. But look, I'm gonna pose these and then that's pretty much it. Okay, so that's okay. Well, let's see. Excuse me. So if I want to hide that joint, you turn it down, turn the arm up, then you have this weird gap. You know, we don't have those weird gaps. If I turn this up, that gap kind of goes away. So I'm not exactly sure how I want to do that. You know, you think you would want the gap, the joint to be hidden. If I turn it upside down, I don't know, if you mess around with it, the gap there seems to get less noticeable. So that might be worth looking into, you know, for your posing situation. I'm absolutely gonna have to go with the LI hands. First official time that he's had those in a posable action figure other than, say, you know, his Micro Brawlers. The pin is great. The patches are good. Yeah, a lot of compliments on the jacket, on how simple it is to take off, which I have not done that, obviously. But that it's just it's a nice, soft, pliable plastic. Okay, so in Kyle Peterson's video, he took this thing off no problem. I'm gonna display it with it on, so I'm really not gonna worry about taking it off. One of the things, and I really noticed it with the Super 7, is the gap in the, between the chest and the abdomen. There's a little bit of that there on this, but not nearly. I don't know why I had that little cough. But not nearly as bad as it looked on the New Japan ones. But hands are very loose and easy to move. I don't think it's really a bad thing. But again, I'm gonna pose him in the LI anyway. I don't know. Just enjoying, just checking out the figure in general. What all does Matt come with? So yeah, the head that he has. Geez, I don't know why I can't figure that out. The head that he has is kind of just a basic smirk. Okay, no problem. This one is A little smile. Trying to get that to focus more on that instead of me. I see people do this all the time. I don't know if that works. The hat, which I really like the hat. Probably not going to display it with the hat on because he would not really wear that in his entrance attire. Yeah, hat looks good. But I think what I have to display it with is the tongue sticking out one. Now look, one of the big things that people have been noticing about these Super 7s is the way that the eyes are. Don't judge off of this because the camera is not picking up exactly how it's supposed to look. It's very deceiving. Looking at it with my human eye, it looks fine. So I'm gonna put the head back on. Man, that is a little tough. I'll worry about that in a little bit. He also comes with his teeny tiny figure. Again, if you were to look at these, man, it looks incredible. But like, again, I'm going to mention Kyle Peterson's video a bit because he does a fantastic deep dive, and he has the proper setup, a great attention to detail. But his cameras are so like high def. It really, like, on this little figure, it captures everything, and people will definitely be judging off of that, which I completely understand. But again, to the naked eye, you know, that isn't picking it up in high why can't I say that? High definition. This is a real, these tiny little figures have a lot of detail. Now I can see that it doesn't have like a face painted on it. But the rest of the detail is pretty dang good. He has his broski bucks fanned out and a stack of them. They look really good too. Microphone. People talking about how these microphones are a little too big. They're not in-ring wrestling promo microphones. They're podcast microphones with big, mic flags on them. They are molded after their podcasting microphones, not wrestling microphones. Not everybody's going to pick up on that, but that is the case. And then his dog tags. Again, my camera's not going to quite pick up the detail that others will. I can see on mine that because it's a big blocky logo of theirs to try and shrink way down onto little tiny dog tags. The ones that came with Matt, that's what they look like. The ones that came with Brian are a little bit better. Not that you're really gonna pick up on that again from my camera, but from the naked eye, that's the things that you can pick up on. That's kind of it to go over with Matt. Brian, my dog is, I don't know, being a pain. But again, these high definition cameras are going to pick up things that our naked eye won't. Now, are his heads absolutely perfect? No. I think the biggest thing is his eyes look a little beady. And I think that's because his eyes are lighter colored, so where Matt's eyes are like brown, Matt's eyes are brown, Brian's might be like a bluish or greenish color, I'm not sure. But so they're lighter, which means you're seeing the pupil is much more pronounced on his, so it makes his eyes look again like a little more beady, or I don't know, they might be a tad close together or something, but these heads do not look nearly like a lot of people think from pictures. And I know, look, it's like a movie trailer. You watch the movie trailer and you go, oh, that looks good, or oh, that doesn't look good. It's not always the defining, what the movie definitively is like, but it is the commercial for it, and then the commercial for it doesn't seem that appealing. You're gonna, not go to the movie, and I get it. If you are looking to spend $40-50 a figure, those pictures will make or break some people. I am a huge fan of these guys, and I own every single one of their figures. I wasn't gonna not get these, and it's a huge thing to happen to them, to get their very own like super high-end and detailed figures for the first time ever. So gotta support it, and when I get them, I'm super happy. Again, are they 100% perfect, either one of them? No. And I don't think you're ever gonna get that with anything. I would have to ask people that have them, but like, Hot Toys are like $200-300 figures that capture the likeness incredibly well, and the suits and whatever. I bet there's still something somewhere about them that makes them not perfect. It's just the way things go. So this is the Brian. I'm not sure which head to use. Part of me does want to use the hat for him. I really like the hat, and like, would he wear it like to a match? No, but like if he was dressed up and wearing his hat, like coming out for a promo earlier in the night, I could see him wearing that. It comes with his mask, which is super cool. I'm incredibly happy that it comes with his mask. But when he's wearing his mask, this is just weird psycho stuff. When he's wearing his mask, he wears his hood. You can't put his hood up, so I don't know if I would have the mask on without being able to have his hood up. I don't know. I'm not sure what I want to do with all that yet. Putting the mask on, though, it does look pretty dang cool. And I do have a lot of Brian Myers figures on the other side of this camera, showing his face. So I don't know. I'll figure that part out later. For now, head comes off. Let's see if this one's easier to put on. Yeah, I got it on. Looks pretty good. I like it. So I might, let's see. I'm going to put the microphone in his hand. This is promo cutting Brian. Oh yeah, and then his daughter's tattoos, Madison, and as she would say, Mackenzie. That's if you watch her do unboxing videos with him. I said, I don't know if this is any fun. This is, again, just me capturing my real reactions and not trying to be super detailed about it, so it's probably a little boring. Yeah, again, I really enjoy these. I feel like I'm gonna switch the hands because I want his Never Defeated logo showing. I could probably just lower the microphone. If I was gonna cover one, I would probably cover the M because he's covered in these M's everywhere, and why not show off the Never Defeated? Yeah. The back of the jacket looks great. I'm looking around. I don't seem to see any weird missing deco. Yeah, that was the big thing with the Matt, is I think half of his knee pad's missing. When I put that on display, you won't notice it as much. I would consider that the biggest bummer of everything I got here. Because, yeah, I really wish that wasn't gone. Like I said, I'll do my research, but I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be there. And I guess that's just a thing that happens from time to time. I know Kyle Peterson's, his part of his boot, the logo, the Matt Cardona logo on his boot was missing. And I think that's even a bigger deal than what I've got. So, anyway, I'm going to get this head on him. Not that simple, I'm not. Just don't want to break it. There we go. Yeah, it needs to go on further because it's not so bad. Looks like he's got a long neck. Won't be so bad when I actually... There we go. That's a little better. So, Matt and Brian. Their first figures, their latest, most detailed figures. They've come a long, long way. So, hopefully, you had an ounce of fun with this. Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, again, the detail on these little tiny figures are great. Like I said, if you go look at the Kyle Peterson video, he even says that they're really good, but he shows really up close, high def photos that make it look not as good because it is capturing these super teeny tiny figures. Like, it's smaller than my nose, probably smaller than my eye, about as big as my eyeball. Weird. It captures really high def detail on those and makes them look not that great, but they really, really are. So, they're cool. I enjoy them. I hope you get them and you enjoy them too. I hope this video wasn't incredibly boring. And I am very, very happy to have these in my collection. I don't know what just happened. He dropped his microphone. Guess that's another thing. But yeah, again, not super like critiquey, just my in the heat of the moment thoughts. Like I said, it's kind of late when I'm doing this. I'm a little tired, but I really do enjoy these, even if I don't seem like super enthusiastic. These are incredible, and again, I hope you get them, and I hope you enjoy them. I hope I know a lot of people have had little complaints through the pictures, and I hope when you get them in person that I hope you genuinely do like these more than you think you will, because they are really, really cool. All right. Make sure you are checking out our Patreon. This video right here has been up on Patreon exclusively for the How Big Is It tier for $5 for a little bit longer than before it hit the public. And we do a number of things to try and make that worth it to you. So patreon.com/Major World Order, prowrestlingtees.com/Major World Order, anchor.fm/Major World Order to listen to the podcast. You can find it on Apple, Spotify. Those are the main big ones. I'm sure you can find it plenty of other places. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all at Major World Order. Check out all the other unboxing videos and travel vlogs and guest appearances from like Mike LaPuma, and of course Andrew and Jake are putting out all kinds of content up there from time to time. So thank you again for checking this out, and I'll talk to you later.
Major World Order. Has been paid for by the Major World Order.